of the great tests.
50 were given to the state high school exit exams, who wanted to ensure those who graduated high school could pass 4th grade math.
20 to the SAT, who dwelled in the College Board.
29 were given to the AP, who above all else desired pointless memorization.
But they were all deceived, for another set of tests were made.
In the land of Switzerland, in the fires of Mount Ib, the Dark Lords wrote another set of tests.
And into these tests they poured their cruelty,
their malice,
and their desire to make all hands cramp.
The one program to rule them all.
International
Baccalaureate.
Our story begins in the Shire with the Hobbit, Bilbo Korea, in the 111st birthday of the death of his first marriage.
Once and once again. An ex-husband's tale. Where to begin? Yes, so in the beginning there was a regime of free ideas on Middle Earth. However, the writers wrote kind of like one time I was displeased with the distribution of bubbles in my beard. You guys know I like my beard bubbly. So I just shook it up a little bit, and it was all okay. I didn't have to use my AK. Gotta say, it was a good day. Come on in.
Hello, Bilbo.
Oh, hello,
Happy
Frodo.
11th birthday, the death of your first marriage.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, I'm the boy, Bilbo.
Oh, I know.
So, anyway, Bilbo, could you tell me some stories about cool adventures you've had?
Oh, yeah, so, after I graduated from Chico State, I was recruited by the CIA, and then, come on in. Guys. If it isn't Gandalf the Carrier. Come to see an aged hobbit on an important day.
No, actually I'm here for Frodo. I bear dark tidings. The registration for IB test fast approaches.
What do we do then?
We must travel to F3, to the land of Matthews and his elves. We must make haste.
But why?
Guys, if registration is not completed on time, you will not be able to get your diploma.
Okay, let's go to F3.
Wait, it is still class time, sweetheart.
Get up the cage. Do you have a pass for me to get out of class?
Do not take me for some conjurer of yellow slips!
Frodo, you may go, but take this map I drew. It is very detailed.
Oh my God.
Bye, Frodo. I lost my pens, but finally some time alone, time to play some relaxing music and finish my book.
Crime is a crime. Here come the drums!
Frodo, I must leave you now. I have some pressing matters to attend to. Make your way to F3 without me. It's just east of here. I must meet another of my order, the Science Olympiad approach. Beware the dark riders. They can poison your mind and will cause you to stray from the path of the IB syllabus.
Okay, Gandalf.
Hola, chicos. Acabo our unit sobre las extraterrestres. Did you know that the aliens might have created the Mayan pyramids? Oh, and also don't forget about your 10-minute video project on Mexican culture you guys created.
I need filming. Can I turn it in tomorrow?
If you want a 0, come on.
If you don't do the video project, your grade will drop by 18%. I'll see you where on the pop quiz today.
We have a pop quiz today.
Oh, Froyo, we have pop quiz every day.
It's actually Frodo.
气死我了 ！Time is money. You waste my time, you waste my money.
This is a subject that is close to my heart, so I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute so I can talk about it. So, I know that Spanish is everyone's last priority, but sometimes you have to work hard to reach success.
Could you put this on pause for a moment? Like, what is this? Black on black? What is this? Halloween? And you call yourselves teachers?
Plantations.
Happy Monday, everybody. I am Arwen Posner. I have come to help you. I brought some bagels. Maybe I can hear my voice. Clear your mind. Come back to the rubric. He's fading fast. Their disorganization has entered his system and is spreading throughout his mind. I must get him to L. Ron Matthews. If I do not reach him quickly, he will become as one of them, but lesser. A shell of his former self. Let's go. I also have a taco bar there. Where am I?
You are in the house of L. Ron Matthews. You have been recovering for over a day. It is 10 o'clock on the morning of October the 24th. You are almost late for exam registration.
Gandalf!
And so, Frodo, along with Gandalf the K, finally make it to register for IB tests at F3 and see that they are not alone.
Well, good morning, Frodo.
I'm here to register for the IB exams.
Just now? You're finally here to register? Oh, Frodo, what am I going to do with you? Come, sign your name here, and make sure you have your fees turned in soon.
Okay, no problem, L. Ron Matthews.
Oh, but there is a problem. We'll have to prepare you to the point where you're ready to scale Mount Ib in the dark kingdom of La Sierra to take your exams. Friends, you have gathered here to answer the looming threat of IB examinations. Mare Loma stands on the brink of failure. You will unite or you will fall. Come forth, Frodo. You have only one choice. You must pass the IB tests.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's give him the freaking exams. Give him the tests.
The tests cannot be taken in any room we have here. The
Jackass.
tests rooms of Mount Ib. Only in an equally proctored room can it be taken. Frodo must be taken to La Sierra and given the examinations in there. One of you must help him.
One does not simply pass the IB. The sevens are guarded by more than just exams. There are students there who do not sleep. The great IB is ever watchful. It is a hopeless task, riddled with internal assessments, extended essays, and the dreaded community service. The very essays you write will cramp your hands. Not with 10,000 blue and black pens could you do this. It is folly. You're good, kid.
Rosher, can you go back to sleep, please? I just don't understand. Are you like a time warp or Kingdom Plantae actively producing cellulose to sustain your outer cell walls? Have you heard nothing that Mr. Matthews has said? Frodo must pass his IB exams.
always has the answers.
What did you say? I'm not gonna clean up after you.
I would rather live under that socialist Obama! Obama! You and the rest of the science are communists! That's what you are, communists! That's another communist!
Though I do not know the way of knowing. And I could use some help in the other subjects.
Guys, Frodo has a point. We need to all help him if he is to pass his IB exam. If this entire room were all that he needs to know for the IB exams, but especially biology, I would be this much. We are thimbleful, and Solo would be this much, and
Jackass.
the right. Frodo, I will help you bear this burden. Grab my cane.
Well, as long as I can help with my knowledge of communism, fascism, the Polish rabbit, and all the masters, I just, I You have my cow.
And you would have my dongle, except I can't find it right now, so instead I have this bizarre bow and arrow apparatus.
Can we pause here for a second? Mr. Carmona? I mean, Thompson, what are you wearing? I mean, I gave up on matches a long time ago. Your shirt doesn't even match your eyes. I mean, you aren't even wearing a power tie. And Legolas, I thought we were professionals, but no. We're just wearing polos and shorts, acting like it's all okay now?
You shall be the fellowship of the Stringaling.
And so the Fellowship of the Stringlings set off from F3 to La Sierra, so Frodo could take his IB test. However, they quickly ran into a problem.
Guys, we appear to be lost.
It's okay, I have this map that Uncle Korea gave me. Don't think it'll be much use, though.
Okay. Here's what we can do. We can either pass through the microbiology mountains or the mines of matriculation. Let the test taker decide.
We'll go through the mines.
The fellowship decided to pass through the mines of matriculation, guarded by college essays, standardized testing, and the dreaded wait list.
What's wrong, Gandalf?
I was hoping we could avoid this place.
Doesn't seem so bad.
Hopefully we can get out without...
Gandalf, what is that?
That's Gollum Thayer. Not much unlike yourself, but years in the math department teaching higher level math and AP calculus changed him. His lectures are now incomprehensible combinations of sound effects and metaphors.
You go to a math party, you just go whoosh, bam, and then calculus. And then we do implicit differentiation, and then you have friends.
The signs in this room saying no food, no electronics have ceased to exist as his students play cards in every period.
Wow. Well, anyways, why are these called the mines of matriculation again? Oh my God! I got into fancy college X!
I was dreading the day this letter would come to my students. The day my seniors became worthless.
I'm tired.
The day they stopped doing the reading. You guys used to do the reading.
Hungry.
It's
the reason why I don't teach seniors.
Phil should have taught you what a plant was last year.
Reddit. Facebook. Reddit. Facebook. Facebook. Reddit. Facebook. Facebook.
They fled. They fled.
What was it?
The king of all procrastination. The root of all laziness. Senioritis.
We should get going.
I am a servant of microbiology, wielder of Campbell Reese, 8th edition. If you do no preparation, pure BS will not avail you.
That's not true.
Go back to the AP. You shall not pass. You fools.
Well, guess he went on sick leave.
Without the help of Gandalf the K, the Fellowship of the Stringling lost a bit of direction, unsure where to go next.
Guys, we can still do this without Gandalf the K. I mean, he might be in a time warp now, but the rest of us are still here.
You know, he has a point. You know, if I was in where is that map that Korea gave you?
Oh, here it is.
So, we're here.
No, that's California. Or is that Mexico?
It's definitely a supply and demand graph, or the French flag with lines drawn on it.
Oh, that's no use.
You know, we could go through the arcade forest. Mr. Cox and I traveled there a few years ago. The elves in there rubbed his belly for good luck.
Elves.
Yeah, elves. Oh, and the queen elf, a Galadriel Volzer.
Now here and there, the trees come alive, and they're the threshold guardians of this hero's journey.
Well, if the arcade forest is the next step to my finishing IB, so be it.
And so the Fellowship of the Stringling, with one member less, ventured into the arcade forest.
So bright and colorful here.
It's a sign we're getting closer to the Sakonic. She was bright, obnoxious, and anxiety-inducing colors in caps lock to announce her presence.
What is the Sakonic?
Just a strange, over-enthusiastic person who was once a teacher like us, but then retired, but for some reason she's still here.
She enjoys enslaving young hobbits just like you, just to have forced labor for her cleaning up her forest.
Hi, she's here.
Hey everyone!
Why are you yelling?
Oh, sorry, left caps lock on. Want to attend the lecture?
Huh?
We have a very special lecturer today.
It's one of the moving trees.
Hi guys, do you like my beanie?
Oops, nice.
Thanks. So, what brings a student, a science teacher, an English teacher, and 2 history teachers out here to the arcade forest?
We're on the way to La Sierra so I can take my IB exams.
One does not simply wade into La Sierra.
Yeah, we've heard.
Yeah, we could use some help, even if it's from an ES teacher who runs the Arcade Creek Forest Project.
And what's wrong with the arcade?
Free, summertime! Forest, populism!
So yeah, we could use some help, especially since Gandalf the K's on sick leave.
The road to La Sierra is a treacherous one. You have my beard. But if you truly seek aid, you should read Chapter 7 of Future of Life. Or speak with Bolzer. Hi!
Hello, Lady Galadriel. We were wondering.
Oh, I know what you need. You need help for all the IB tests going to La Sierra. I have really good hearing most of the time. I can hear all the little conversations that my elvish subjects have about me. Sometimes it's really amusing. It also comes in handy when I'm watching my children who are really, really smart. How smart my children are? Well, they are. My 5-year-old daughter is already fluent in 6 languages. Some people say my constant sharing is evidence of a lack of a sense of boundaries, but I've just been stalling, waiting for you guys to get your comp books out, which some of you haven't.
I only need the materials to pass HL English.
Right. Take this. May this term's passage be the light of a notion in dark places when all other notions go notionally notional.
You mean this is all I need? Wait, so what were all those projects in Reichers for?
I've been teaching for longer than you've been alive, and I also listen to NPR regularly. Don't pretend like you know more than I do.
Just see much, no one cares. Come on, let's go.
For what it's worth, I also do not care.
So, with some new members of the Fellowship of the Stringling, they finally arrived at the gates of La Sierra, with a legion of teachers at their
Now, remember, exams concern both past and present material.
Guys, you are ready for this test, except for the hour I need to teach you all of the ES material.
Now, students, you stand on the precipice of a fourth age, the age of college. In some ways, I feel like Winston Churchill, training sea lions to fight Nazi U-boats in World War II. You, my children, are my sea lions. And every paper that you will take is a little Hitler. Go forth and write all over Hitler.
Hold up, forget these communists. Just go and use your prime resource. If you don't use prime resources and write about Coditos, I will personally fund you and hunt you down where the sun don't shine. It's free game.
Well, looks like I'm about to be put to the test.
And so, the final trek was embarked upon. 6 tests in total, each several papers long, on a variety of topics.
Okay, why do I care about the migration patterns of dolphins?
Sometimes there were areas which were not well enough fleshed out.
Okay, the use of AB, AD, CAB rhyme scheme is in the first stanza. It's symbolic of the tendency for human history to fall into cyclical patterns. Thus, the first break in the rhyme scheme, it's a metaphor for the birth of Jesus.
And sometimes the writing was short on detail.
The Cold War lasted a very long time. Really?
But for the most part, things seem to work out. And after several weeks and dozens of papers, the string-a-ling thingies finally bore the papers into the fires of Mount Ib, scattering them to the winds. Some going to Cardiff, others to Tanzania. The students, all exhausted, were ready to return home.
What happened here?
I don't understand. They all just spontaneously combusted.
Hello, everyone.
Lord Matthews.
Hello, Frodo. And so, our journey has come to an end. You have, with the help of the Fellowship of the String-a-ling, conquered the mines of matriculation and come out with an acceptance letter. You have traveled past the arcade forest and come out with the necessary hours. And now, you have conquered the forces of procrastination and taken your IB exams. You will soon graduate and head off to Fancy College X to do all sorts of great things.
Thanks, Lord Matthews.
And now, I think it's time for us all to just relax.
One more thing, we wanted to give a huge thank you to Kevin Shee and Eli Rosenthal. They planned get-togethers, they regulated us when I needed to be regulated, and overall they were a huge part of this, and I think that we all had a lot of fun, so big thank you to them.
And a special thank you to Sonia, who was a